Welcome back, everybody. We are live into the pistol here, as map number 2 is underway between Party Astronauts and Nouns Esports. It's Inferno. This did not go so well for Party Astronauts the last time around, but it's a new day and a new PA, it seems.
Yeah, very much a new PA. In fact, because Wolf is not here.
True, literally a new PA. Different configuration of the roster.
Yeah.
60. I'm gonna make this a 2 for 2. 60 and Ben Lee combining. I will say the guy they've got in, Rush, you know, he might have some fond memories of this map.
Oh yeah. Goodness.
Just a little bit. Might give them a bit of an Inferno buff. We'll see. Classy, yeah. Collects the first player back on the new box. There's no one out towards Banana, so it is just this fight back site. But likewise, there's no kit, so you gotta get a move on. Shake of the tail feather, if you will. Comes down to the last spot. No, Classy has to fight this up. He needs a reload to do so, and he's got the kill.
No.
Oh, no. Just
No
stick
time.
it. Just stick it. I think he might have. But he hears the taps. That's not to be.
Yeah, I don't know if he had it, but it certainly would have been worth trying.
I watched a player, I think it was Junior. Didn't we see Junior yesterday? Defuse after the 10-second timer noise came in?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was Junior, yeah.
Yeah, if you just hear it, you gotta stick it. The timer lies. The sound lies.
It was close. It was worth trying for. I thought he was going to stick it. And, I mean, it's pistol round. Who cares? Like, try to get it. If you don't get it, well, you lose a pistol and some armor. And if you do, you're the hero. Well, still, 3 frags. I mean, he did a good job in that pistol round to keep it close, but Nouns do, in fact, take it. Nade gonna sail through, and oh my goodness, 60 is not going to survive that onslaught of bullets and grenades. So much damage done by the nades, and Carson swings him with the MAC-10 to finish the job. Ben late. M4 in hand, backs off towards the site. Just grabbing that gun off the body of 60. Inferno, a much smaller map than Overpass, which definitely favors Nouns.
How so?
Don't have, yeah. Well, because they can take fights faster.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Literally just the scale, less ground to cover before you get to pull the trigger. Good point, John.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you, Mike.
Just thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess it plays faster. Well, actually, it really doesn't play faster. There's a lot of util, but you're right, you know? Don't have to run as far to go kill people.
Yeah.
So just less cardio is what we're saying here.
Yes.
Now they don't have to get their steps in.
Less strain on the eyes. Nouns going to take this one because Party Astronauts just want to save what they've got, which makes absolute sense since they will be on an eco regardless in the next round. That M4 could be a difference maker. Ben keeps it. He can't. He's got teammates maybe that can recover it. I don't know. Nouns are out for blood.
Yes, they are indeed. It's the Inferno Classico attempted save, and Nouns have no interest in allowing it. Where's the M4?
It's next to
like, can I reach out? Can I reach out? All right.
Oh.
The big gun is the only gun that survives through.
It's good that they kept it. That's the most important piece to bring into this round. But man, oh man, did Nouns make that difficult for them. I mean, Chop's just hiding like, I only have 20 HP. What do I do? The AM4's right there. Finally risks it, chances it.
He's trying to use the force. There's
Yeah.
Luke in the ice cave of Hoth. Pulling up a lightsaber. Music starts to play. No. John Williams. It's just playing in the piano in the background. I do the theme, but we might get DMCA'd, and
Yeah, we don't want that.
we don't want that. That's the only reason I won't do it.
Wouldn't that be considered a cover, though, and it's technically okay? Okay.
Don't worry about it, John.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Just saying.
Don't you worry about it. Talk about a conservative setup for the rifle, right? Trying to keep it alive. They've just hunted one down. That was the bomb. Not going to be under threat for too long. But that was the bomb for a second there. Seemed like things might get interesting. Now, as it is, Shop does find Jeorge, but that just lets them know where the rifle is. Bomb's going to be planted. They know where this last player is. How aggressive are they on the hunt? Got to be a little careful. You give them one more kill and the round's on.
Doesn't have a kit, so for all intents and
Carson,
purposes...
though. It's
Carson's
Carson.
always hunting.
Oh, and he pays it off. Rifle found. CJ can upgrade. And Nouns move through.
Nicely done. 3-0 start. Looking more like the Nouns we know and love.
Nouns, or Carson's Star Wars spirit animal is the little robot on the Death Star that's like cleaning the floors, because he's just trying to zoom along as fast as possible.
They're pretty slow.
And grab the trash. Well, no, isn't there like one moment where like Chewie growls at one and it backs away?
I think so. You're right.
It's been a while since I've seen A New Hope. I've gone down a tangent here, folks. I don't know if I'll recover.
We'll try to get you back, Mike.
I'm in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh my god. You're falling deeper into it.
Jeorge is low. Bentley not looking much better. And they're headed in towards the stack site. 4 players here, ready to receive them. They've been rebuffed over towards Banana. Party Astronauts finally putting up together enough, rather, to send Nouns where they want them to go. Nade out. Is that good? It is indeed.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Jeorge. And now a massacre on the site itself. CJ trying to get this bomb down to dirt, but his teammate's not close enough to help him out. Junior's trying to work his way around, and well, now they might just have to bail out. Junior in the library. 60's actually looking for this.
Sort of.
Sort of. It's a patience game here. Junior waiting for that rotation in. CJ even throwing a flash, maybe to just try and pull it, but 60 backs away, and Junior's gonna blindside him. There's time. There's time. They can leave and go to B.
Oh,
They just got the B rotator. He's trying to show it back the other way. And now they might be playing themselves out of the clock. 20 seconds. Now they do, in fact, have to commit back into this reinforced site. There's just no time here.
CJ's trying. He's pushing in. They're going. They're losing. Okay, CJ got the Molotov frag. Junior doesn't have the bomb. It's over. And he's going to die before time, just to make sure that things don't go completely terribly.
That's unfortunate for Nouns, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't know it. I think they probably suspected there might have been a player pushed down Banana for the flank, which is why they're wary, because CJ goes back to check bedroom, right? So they're hoping that it's 2 on site, that they might be able to make it work. Can understand the read. But when they get that kill in towards spawn, man, the world was their oyster. And instead, they dove back into the sea.
I think they just needed more initiative, right? Just say, okay, well, we don't know where the third guy might be. We know there's a couple on the site. Let's just try and take it. And instead, they overcomplicate things for themselves. And well, the result is a round loss with no survivors. Party Astronauts on the board, though. It was a good defense. I mean, I'm already feeling better about the Party Astronauts and the way they're playing here on Inferno versus yesterday. Like, when that first gun round came through, they got wiped off the map, like, completely. Versus here, they held their ground, you know, got 3 frags. Yes, it was a bit of a challenge to hang on at the end, but they still got it done. Carson spamming through. Marky finds the opener. Classy such a tough spot. Rush supporting him, and now Classy has gone, and so is Rush. That's the A site completely cracked open. Just as I was saying, Party Astronauts looking better on with the rifles. They do get torn apart.
Suboptimal. Suboptimal indeed. And I mean, it's going to be tough to build up any momentum here. Right now, and sweep them away. Now it's annihilate. Ben feels like he's testing the acoustics there in the church. Working on a choral performance. I feel like
It's nice.
You know, I think Bentley could have been in a choir.
I've never heard him sing, but
I haven't either. But I feel like maybe he's got an ear
for it.
beautiful tenor locked away in there somewhere.
Maybe. He's certainly enjoying the echo there in the church. You're not wrong about that. One thing that was a nice upgrade from CSGO is the audio
Hmm.
in CS2. It had a few bumps at the beginning, but man, it's great.
Yeah, at the beginning things were directionally confusing,
Yes.
shall we say.
But they
it's
fixed
definitely
it.
been improved.
Oh, yeah.
Nade is over. 60 looking for a brawl. This is one of the rifles. How much of a sustained fight do they want to give him? Well, he is isolated, so they're going to try and run this down. They don't know that, of course. And he's held this smoke as long as he possibly could, but they're going to go through it. They do not respect this at all. 6E, maybe they should have. Because he's just knocked down 2. He's the only player they've seen here, so they're going to redouble their efforts, but 6E has made this possible for his squad. The rotation now coming in. The second rifle on the angle. Player up on first orange is might appear over the smoke. Bomb net ticking away. Certainly no kit in this round, so they're going to need to get a move on. And it's Marky that the pistols will try and hunt down here at Banana. Oh, he realizes it. Time to get the heck out of dodge. Time to give ground, back away, take the fight. He's not able to collapse on any of these pistols. Now Marky dropped down, Ben Lee doing damage, and it's all just onto one. And
they got
pistols overwhelm. What a round for 6E. They put him on an island. And he swam to shore.
Honestly, yeah, great round for 60, but we have to give credit to the guys that are coming down Banana. Somehow they're dipping and dodging around Marky, and also Marky doesn't take the fight. He continues to back off and ends up backing off into the crosshair of Ben Lead, who is waiting for something like that to happen. And that's when they strike after that 60, of course, activates again for his third, but it's just well played by the Party Astronauts in a round that should have gone towards the Nouns. So it seems like not only have the Party Astronauts exercised their demons and anti-ecos, they're the ones pulling off the eco surprises. Timeout called for Nouns. Already, this one is anything but as comfortable as their previous 2 treks on Inferno.
Eyes on Junior. Where is he going to hunt up this kill? Where is he going to hunt up this fight? Got the off-bow. Tricky map to make it work, but ooh, look at this. Fast in towards apps. Looking to take this space. And zone out the hall. There's 3 players here, but it's a full porch setup. Which means that there could be space to get towards a hall's pop. It's Chop who's got responsibility with dealing with this. To keep his teammates focused mid, and his setup's going to be tested. Top down strat. Carson traded. Rush holds strong. And now they can refocus their efforts here. The player out the balcony. It's disjointed from Nouns. The timing's not there.
Oh, nice shot from Junior, though.
There's something. There's still something brewing here, but it's so very dangerous. Molotov gonna force rush up. Fortunate the flames don't spread, but they know they're gonna paint it into a corner. The problem is, well, he's still dangerous. No one puts Rush Baby in a corner. Except maybe Junior. Bentley fading the smoke. Junior trying to plant this bomb, but a shot to the dome, and he is down and out.
That's a really nice play from Ben Lee to sneak through the smoke. Junior completely not expecting it, obviously, since he was trying to re-smoke it and then go for the plant. But got caught with the utility in his hands. And the IGL for the Party Astronauts strikes true for a 3rd frag and a 3rd round on the board. Only one separating these 2 squads, and the hot start for Nouns. Well, Party Astronauts are certainly not going to let it carry through as long as it did yesterday. Pistols only on Nouns. 3 Deagles, though, they can be very dangerous, especially from Jeorge and Junior. Even CJ. I don't think there's a single player on this roster that can't do exactly that. Jeorge with the headshot onto 60. That makes things problematic for the Party Astronauts. Let's see if they can hold their nerve this time. Setup from Classy and nosraC is going to be very important. Chop does manage to cut down Carson. Junior with the frag, excuse me, Classy with the frag on Junior. nosraC and Classy do indeed take care of everything, so they do hold their nerve. They keep their calm, and they get a fourth.
Numbers evened up. Let's put a back and forth affair. Actually, I'd say that probably suits the party astronauts just fine, considering how the last time went. I'm pretty pleased with how this one's unfolded.
Yeah, definitely. Nouns
and
are
you
not.
Can see, yeah, Nouns coming in with the timeout. Hey guys, what's going wrong here? Are we buying? This might even be just to sort out finances, right? Figure out the game plan for this one, because if they're going to invest in, this is a huge swing. And you can see 3 players were ready to jump in immediately, and it's Junior and Jeorge who are maybe going, pump the brakes, guys. Pump the brakes. We could half buy this. But no. They are going to commit. They are going to go all the way in. Lots of utility. And we know how they like a faster play, so...
I mean, you can kind of tell that Nouns aren't happy with how things are going because they've already burned 2 of their 3 timeouts in only 8 rounds of play. Like, that's significant for a team that doesn't always like to call those timeouts.
I think that's changed a lot since we've been seeing Adren in the roster.
Yeah,
right, in the server with them.
Perhaps
they've been playing online. He's done a lot more calling these timeouts to try and correct issues. And, I mean, I think you've generally seen pretty good impact off of it, so... Let's see what they discussed in this one. Let's see what the adjustment might be.
I honestly wouldn't mind seeing 4 timeouts, 2 for each half instead of 3, but give more time to strategize. Jeorge going to get the opener. nosraC gets the trade immediately. 4v4 could favor Nouns. They are going to go for immediate bracket control, but that is a timely Molotov and Classy. Speaking of timely, pops around the corner with the M4, takes the head clean off of Markey, gives his team the 4v3 edge, but Nouns, they don't want to put their foot on the brakes, on the gas, full speed ahead, hoping to win fights. They still aren't. They're getting cut down time and time again. Carson gets 1. So much damage taken by Junior. The nade doesn't need to be fired off, though, because Junior gets it through the smoke anyway.
Now this nade might be even better. Junior is low. He goes for the plant. nosraC's got to pick his spot, but there we go. It looks like it's on. Goodbye, Junior. Goodbye, bomb plant. Carson, you can't stay safe in the pit. You gotta move. You gotta move. And nosraC is toying with him.
Yeah.
All to buy time to allow Bentley to slip further out. He doesn't want to let Carson out of the pit. He wants to keep him contained. If he can keep him stuck here. Jeez. Bentley's going to have the killing blow. nosraC is like a matador with a charging bull right now, showing him the red cape, trying to goad him forward. And
this is so well played.
Yeah, it's all just a feint. It's all just a feint. It's all just a ruse. And now he's going to try for the plant. Molotov on. What can he do? Carson has to plant in the full-on smoke. Spam won't find him. But nosraC will immediately after. A bomb plant at least, still beautifully played from the veteran, from the major winner, from nosraC.
It's much more difficult, and nosraC made it look, to be honest, to get perfect jiggles every single time and just bait out that attention without exposing yourself long enough to get tapped in the head by the AK, and he did it time and time again, attracting the attention of Carson, who realized there could be someone coming up on his flank, but because nosraC continued to do that, he had to keep his focus on him, and in fact, that was the best smoke Carson could have thrown, because he's thinking, okay, if he's trying to bait out something, I gotta throw out this smoke so I can get the bomb down, and he does, which helps his team's economy, but they end up closing out on him as a result, because the smoke doesn't help him either in that situation. So, Party Astronauts, they've got a lead on Inferno, which they did not have at all yesterday against Nouns. Jeorge finds the opener, though. Something that's been eluding Nouns for a little bit. Four players looking to explore Banana. Molotovs go both ways.
Leave that sentence in here. Hang. Smoke comes to men. There's still a minute to work, and they have just left 60 on an island, but we've seen this work before. This time a smoke will block his vision. He wants to go through. There's no flashbang for this.
Why not?
They put a smoke in the front. This is going to get weird.
He's
this
really
is getting real weird. Okay.
Oh,
Carson realizes it. The carpet of smoke. 60's just like trying to fumble his way through it. Velma Dinkley without her glasses. And now Nouns will be able to tie up the score.
Yeah. Party astronauts looking at their economy saying, this is probably better if we save these guns. We'll be safer for the remainder of regulation if we do. And, well, they're going to try exactly that. Looking at the money for Nouns, yes, you have 5 players alive, but probably don't want to hunt too aggressively. And that's sometimes tough to convince Nouns not to do.
Truer words have never been spoken. They do like a chase. But they're not going to do it. Not here, not now. They're being disciplined.
Yeah.
The timeout comes in. The impact is felt. It's a big round to win.
I mean, we can kind of already feel it, though. This is going to be a very tightly contested map until the finish. Party astronauts.
To shake that way, right?
Yeah. I mean, just party astronauts look way better. They look more composed. Maybe that triple overtime helped them, you know? Realize
calm
that.
the nerves, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Play a million rounds of Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Calm the nerves just a little bit. And I mean, they know what's at stake, right? So they're playing super disciplined, super buttoned up. They just need one more map. They just need one more map for the first land since, if we're right about this, 2022.
Philadelphia 17.
Aids on. Shop under pressure. He's able to get his utility off, and they're backing away. So well played from Chop. Gets the kill, stays alive, gets out of there. Marky's going to try and lurk this out, but in the meantime, it's Banana they move to. Warning shot fired from 60. He wants to go forward. Oh, 60.
Oh, man.
The timing's off. They're setting up a flashbang play, but too little too late on the flash, and now Ben Lead under pressure. In trouble. Remaneuvers, he spots the players getting in towards pool, but likewise, I think he's been seen and he knows it. Matter of time here, flashbang called for, Rush delivers, and that allows him at least the one. Trying to keep this close. Trying to keep this on. Rush on the smoke fade. Ooh, he's got the one.
What a play.
Didn't realize he could have perhaps had the planter as well. Needs a reload. Marky's looking this out. They got to be wondering, where is Marky? Where is this last player? And the question is, can Jeorge hang on for long enough? The answer is no. And at this point now, Defuse going to be on. I don't think Marky's ever going to have a chance to take a shot at this diffuser.
No. Definitely not now. It's Chop. Sprays him down with the M4. 6-5 for the Party Astronauts. Great retake and Rush again. Man, is he looking good. 14-5. We talked about this off air. I mean, back when he was with EG, it just felt like he was a little listless towards the latter part of it. Who knows, you know, behind the scenes, we actually do know things were very bad, you know, on the EG side. So perhaps that was affecting him and he just didn't really have as much to give. But here on the Party Astronauts, he is looking like an entirely different player. I love it.
I also imagine he's had some time off from competition. Right?
Yes,
he's
that
been
helps.
working as a performance coach, actually, with Mindbody Esports, which certainly some things that he I'm sure is taken away from his time there working with Edward McClellan. You know, a guy who's been on a lot of top-end competitive rosters. Maybe renew the fire, renew the passion, get the mentality right for competition. Like Counter-Strike it can be a rewarding mistress, but it's certainly not without its tax.
It's
the
draining.
devotion required.
It can be very draining.
The shot for Carson, draining life from them, but Rush and Chop still making this a brawl. Good Molotov on. Rush has to snap around, has to be careful, but the Molotov on and Jeorge fumbling with the smoke. I don't know how quite that has happened, but Chop feels like he's just won the lottery.
Yeah, weren't those both with the molly?
I don't know exactly how that's happened.
Okay. Either way, I mean, it's great for Chop.
I'll take it.
3v2. Junior and Marky, well, they're somewhat together here.
Yeah, Ben Lee's actually wary a player could have gotten through the arch. Which he's correct. Technically, the time it could have worked out, but it hasn't. Was that scope just heard? Junior scoped in. Marky working his way out of the balk. Chop secure in the mini pit. And now Ben Lee committed moto. This is a better position. They don't know where someone is. They have to clear a lot of angles. And there's the spot. There's confirmation. Now Chop can activate. He's biding his time. Good nade. But they're just playing guessing games for the moment. Here comes the clear. Marky got it. He knew the spot. He read this. Beautifully done, but 60 up short. This is now the key piece, and he activates, and the shot hits on the last. Bomb plant doesn't matter. It's going to be a lead for PA as we head to the break.
That same old feeling. Don't know what's right or wrong. Searching for meaning. I've been thinking about it way too long. So whatever you long for, don't give up along the way. Don't give up along the way, you know, and cherish the moment. Come on up and just let go. Come on up and just let go.
Back into the server we go. Hell of a showing from the Party Astronauts. They are looking like a team reborn in this map. Last couple rounds as well. I mean, Rush has been the hero so far. We didn't have him in their campaigns that we watched yesterday, but John, they're so close. They're so close to going to Jönköping.
Rest channeling some of that Inferno major energy. We talked about it at the beginning. And I mean, he's looking great. Leads the scoreboard on both sides. 15 and 6.
Nouns are making a risk here. Early 4-man rotate towards A. They've got the right read. This is the first foray for the Party Astronauts. This is where they want to get going. But with the B presence, they can still split this. And it is indeed looking like a split B. Still, they need to get past these 3 players. Crosshairs, pistols, chiming in. Need this kill, and they've got it. And they're away, but the bombs not come with them.
Maybe they double back now. Take advantage.
Could do. Could do. They're certainly wary. Marky's now been checked. He spots the bomb slipping. And yeah, they're going to bail. They don't want to deal. They don't want to deal with these 2 players in library. They want to back
go
around.
banana, yeah.
How quickly does Nouns put together the pieces of this puzzle?
I'd imagine not very, because they probably figured that the final destination was B, then they doubled back towards the A side and said, okay, they're going to go A, and no, they have no idea. Jeorge now knows, of course, with all the footsteps, and he gets 1 and 2! No way! Jeorge doing it all.
Might have overestimated the rotation in towards CT, and Jeorge just won't miss. Those dualies are lethal. Headshots all the way. Nouns. Pick up the pistol.
Oh, man, it looked good, though. It looked good for the party astronauts. Thought they were going to be able to take that site, but Jeorge completely overlooked and doesn't really give a chance for himself to be taken down because he gets two almost instantaneously and leaves very little room for error on the last player of the party astronauts. So, Nouns are right back into this. Cut the lead down to 1. Party astronauts without that bomb plant. They're staring down at Glocks only. The Glock train with a flashbang in 60's hands. And look at the aggression from Nouns Jr. is right in their face. Usually Carson playing this role. Hey, Junior wants some eco frags as well. He's going to get one through the smoke. And then he aggressed back to mid. He's flashed and he will get taken out, but it doesn't really matter. It's Carson, just as I spoke about him, he's going to get a couple of his own. That'll do it.
Dominating the anti-ecos. Yeah. Relentless in them. That's what we expect from Nouns. But here come the guns. Here come the big guns. Let's see. Better the bonus round. Nothing too hampering, especially here on Inferno, where you can close down the angles, close down the sight lines with the MP9s.
All quiet right now.
It's only Jeorge.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, Carson thinks better of it. No, he is rotating. It's only Jeorge. And they're funneling into the space at Banana. Is Carson just getting more utility from Spawn? He's weirdly non-committed to this rotation. But he is going to do it. And they're not buying.
Just full faith in Jeorge, right? Why not?
I mean, if there's anyone who deserves it, it's this man.
Yeah.
But 5 players with guns in hand, barreling down on him. He's committed himself into the smoke, into the site. Tried to get a Molotov down, and he's eliminated. That Molotov might stall them, but losing his life, not worth the price of admission. They burn!
From the grave!
From the grave! They don't realize the spacing! And a second player caught by Spam. Oh, no.
Actually, the second player was TK'd in the initial fight.
Oh, well, then all sorts of chaos here.
Yeah.
This is very unfortunate. Seems like Jeorge may have gotten the last lap, but let's see if they can still capitalize on the space, on the bomb plant. It's not looking good. Shot finds one. Classy overwhelmed, snapping around. How they brought this down to the 1v1. CJ just has to stick it. CJ just has to stick it. He does have the kit, though. Top needs to swing. Oh, he's not got the light up, and behind the fountain, CJ will get away with one.
Well played from CJ. Realizes that the plant isn't in the greatest position for a player from Banana to deal with, and the smoke will make it even harder. And he was already sticking in and says, you know, right-click smoke down on the ground. I can continue defusing. Well played, CJ. 8th round found. Nouns have the lead back in their hands. And Calder final timeout called, despite the fact that they win the round. Okay. What are you cooking, Adren?
Don't lose to pistols. That's his comms right now. Maybe just trying to actually tweak the setup, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Trying to tweak the setup, saying, okay, look, we've been leaving Jeorge alone a lot. The 4A, it's a classic, but if you're going to do it, more traditionally what you see teams do is if they want to play the 4A 1B, you take banana control. And now they've got the utility to do so, which then gives that lone B player the chance to pop a shot and drop, bail out, and stall out the take. So I'd imagine that might be the plan. If they can orchestrate some banana control, actually hold on to that. Although it doesn't look like it. Typically, you see teams float a 3rd player over early. If that's what they're going to do. Yeah, it's just one Molotov down. It's far from a full take here. Oh, peek over. What is this boost? Over the smoke. Junior pays it off. 6E out. Down for this round. That's exactly what they were looking for, so maybe that's what they've been cooking up. Junior on the line, not missing shots, not missing anything. The market's been lost. Apartments are under threat. This round's not done. This is getting risky. They're pinching this in, but for now, Junior and CJ hold. And they hold well.
Oh, what?
Clasia! He didn't even see the second player. He didn't even see him. Gotta find the bomb. But actually, knowing that they're gonna chase it, he wants one more kill. Clasia, can he get a gun? He can indeed. He's got a rifle. A re-smoke on. Aids to chase. Clasia trying to find himself some space, but the flashbang catches himself.
He flashed himself.
And Carson can finish.
That was chaotic, and honestly, I thought that he had an opportunity there to clutch it out. If this flash is thrown a little deeper, maybe just don't throw the flash at all. I mean, just rely on the smoke and take the fights. Whew, Clasia, making that interesting. A 1v4, it looked nigh impossible. Let's not forget that was just a half fight coming through with them Party Astronauts, and they almost made it work. Made it a little expensive for Nouns, who have to reinvest across 3 players, and you're looking at their money situation. It is not great, so this could very much be a swing round. Party Astronauts. Oh, that's a little too bold. Carson misses the spray completely. I think he was a little blinded. Nice trade from Jeorge with the nade, and a lot of damage from it, but he manages to swing back around and spray down Jeorge. Goes through, too bold. Junior punishes him. 3v3. Chaotic start to this round.
That was a misread. That was a misread from 60. He thought he'd taken care of both B-side defenders. Didn't realize there was a third on. But now,
I mean,
as they calm things down, this has spread the defense out.
Yeah.
Pushing in. They're pushing in. Madcap. And another one there. Junior, stay strong. It's a full-on massacre at the top of Banana. And now Chop, who's trying to lurk around in apartments, has to go all the way around the world for this one.
I mean, just look at the X's on the minimap. Absolutely
it's
right.
A graveyard.
Oh, wow.
Now just kept battling into it. Party Astronaut thinking, certainly they can't have another player here. Certainly there can't be another one. How's that airburst? Oh, what? It doesn't matter! Chop the snapper out!
No!
What a shot!
What?
I mean, that's got to be frustrating for Nouns.
I mean, the heat map on that round is just top Banana. Like, it's everything top Banana. Unreal. I don't think I've seen that for a while, where every single frag comes in pretty much the exact same spot.
That was just a deadly corner.
Yeah.
The deadliest corner in Italy.
What a clutch from Chop. I mean, we've got to give him a lot of credit. We've got to talk about that. 1v2 comes around, gets the opener, and then you think the trade would be more advantageous for the player swinging around, but Chop was ready for it. He gets his 17th and 18th frags, jumps into the frag lead.
We've been praising this man.
We've been
praising this man all night. He was incredible for them. In their previous series, he was a big piece for them. In getting that win on through.
On Overpass in particular.
He's doing it again. He wants to go to Sweden. He wants to go to Jönköping.
And I mean, like I talked about, money, bad for Nouns. They forced up here. Forced up. Just pistols. Utility's kind of light. That nade is well placed and well thrown. First down 51. Junior will get the frag. CJ might. He does. Can CJ get a second? No, he takes a lot of damage. 60 got Jeorge. 4v3 in favor of PR. Are they going to back off completely? They could. I mean, they're walking into a stack. CJ. They're being chased down now. CJ. Not going to do it.
Just trying to make this one rifle work. I mean, in the meanwhile, the bombs moved on towards B, so this round not in doubt, and Chop, of course, to backstop them. He's letting them know now. He's getting a little eager into this one.
That force buy was really surprising, though. I didn't expect them to do it because their money's now going to be in a really bad spot. Lost bonus is only at 2,400. It'll be at 2,900 next round. I mean, it's not going to be a great buy, even with a full eco here.
Yeah, save here. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's troubling. They put themselves in a tough spot, Mike, but it is
Junior
Nouns.
having up. It'll be good. It'll be fine.
Okay. If you say so.
Better if they get a couple kills with the USBs here.
That will help.
If they can. Oh, is that the bomb? Hold on. Has Junior just seen the bomb?
I don't know. If he did, you think he'd be watching it, right?
Well, perhaps. Yeah, okay. It was just around the corner. It's been claimed, but Junior's still down Banana. There's no world where these guys are going to be ready for it. Classy assassinated. 60 wondering, okay, there's someone behind me. I better go forward. Well, I don't even know where to go. Still gets 2 kills out of it. So nicely paid off, and in fact, the bomb is going to be planted on A. Junior likely just to save this AK. So this is going to make the buy a lot better, John.
Yes, that's what they needed, all right? That one frag with the USP. Junior gets in on a ridiculous flank, picks up the AK, and then runs away with it. No way, no how is he engaging in a fight right now. CJ might. Doesn't really care about the MAC-10 too much. Perhaps hoping for an upgrade to an AK himself. Yeah, this buy-up is way more viable now. And CJ just charges out to his death. I mean, I guess why not? Try to do some damage. Hope that you can get a couple players down to the bomb, but he doesn't do enough. 10th round found for Party Astronauts. They're 3 rounds away from ESL Challenger Jönköping.
Preciously close now.
Oh my
Momentum
goodness.
in their favor.
As close as they've been in 2 years to a LAN.
That's a sobering fact. But they got the reinforcements underneath them. They've got the veteran presence of Rush buoying them forward. Got Classia, the super sub right now, showing up. And they've got Shop, hungry to get back to LAN. It's astounding what they've been able to do. Playing with players in and out of the roster over the last couple of days. Dealing with Wolfie's illness. Their Opper, one of their stars, not in the server. And still they brought us to this point. But Carson, he wants to shatter that dream. He wants to shatter that storyline. Not a guy who's averse to playing the villain. Of course, he's got dreams of his own.
Oh my gosh. Do you bring Classia with you? Just
That's
honestly,
a question that someone's going to have to answer.
Yeah. If you go.
This guy is sharp.
Not there yet. Unreal.
I don't know if they let the 6-man travel, but starting to feel like they might need to.
Yeah.
Classy in the smoke. Oh, if he catches the reload, he hears it. He's through. This is going to be massive. This is going to be massive. There's a rotator on. The question is, does Classy want to clear out the coffins player or go for the rotate? CJ actually checks it, but he's a dead man. And now this is disastrous. This is a save. This is a save call.
You can't go in. Marky wants to. Marky.
They're not on the same page. Junior's not even thinking about it.
No, not at all. And Marky eventually says, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm on the other side of the map, man. What do you want me to do?" So, and he's like, we need this AWP. Our money is absolutely atrocious.
This was another opener for Nouns.
Yeah.
This was another 5v4 off of Carson's move. And Party Astronauts just keep chugging.
Classia shatter their dreams. He gets one and then manages to slip through the smoke. CJ doesn't really realize it. Tries to come back and clear, but by that point, CJ's going into an unfavorable fight. It's already locked down by Classia, and all he has to do is hold the angle and take care of business. 11th round found for the Party Astronauts. Nouns, I mean, you got the full loss bonus now. You could risk it.
This is a team that's been... I just want to talk about Party Astronauts again.
Yeah.
This is a team that feels like they've been lost in space.
Yes.
Right? It's been... Since their departure from EG, I think motivation for a lot of the players was at a low. You know, they were seeing their opportunity, what they had thought to be their big break, never quite delivered the results they were hoping for. They're out in the woods. They had to rebuild. Players left. Rosters crumbled. Old alliances changed. Ben Lee and Pone alone divorced. I mean, it became a very different team. 6E cast off by that wildcard roster, found his way to these shores. Rush coming out of, I don't know if it's retirement or competitive break, whatever you want to call it, to come back to competition. Wolfie bouncing around a million different rosters before finding his way here. Now they're so close to their biggest result since 2022. Just making it to the opportunity to compete at one of these challenger events. So there's the grab.
Yeah.
4v4 in this round. Where do they want to go?
I mean, I feel like they're doubling back here just to see if anyone's on their flank, and eventually they're going to end up back at the B site, which is the soft one and has continually been more vulnerable. Junior is
They're
here.
right.
Yeah, they're absolutely right. And 17 frags for Junior. He has been very scary, solid with the AWP. These flashes, there's only 2 of them, need to be perfect.
While he's on, Junior's anticipating the flash.
Yeah.
There it comes. Oh, misses this shot, though. He might not get another opportunity. They're trying to run him down. Flashbang to push him off the angle. He knows he's got a hold here. He knows he's the last line of defense, and, well, they might not even face him. He's going to have to make his own. Staying alive gives his team a lot to play off of. Chop and Rush are just set up to deal with him. Flashbang's going to be behind him, but Junior's not moving a muscle. He wants this new box player.
There's no util left for PA, and Nouns have a good amount.
Gonna have to shoot their way out. That's the force out. That's another kill. This doubled setup just to deal with Junior, who's been so patient, and they just haven't been able to do anything with it. Now they activate, but there's too many directions to turn. Beautiful patience exercised by Junior there. It sets up all of the retake kills.
Yeah.
They know he's there. They just are begging him to peek, and he just won't move a muscle.
Honestly, would have liked if they took the initiative. Just take the initiative. He's got an op. He can pull off some crazy frags, but if you peek him at the same time and you space out well, you should be able to only go one and done with him. Instead, they let him stay there forever. He's haunting their dreams, and he continues to wait and wait and wait until the rest of his team comes in. On top of that, you don't have any post-plant utility on the Party Astronaut side. And on Nouns, they had 2 Molotovs to force them out of position, and they used that util very, very well. For the Party Astronauts, despite getting a bomb plant, keeping their money healthy, not pace the utility well enough to ensure that they had some left to keep Nouns at bay. That changes the complexion of everything here, especially considering it was a pretty clean round victory for the Nouns side. Didn't lose many bodies. Rush finds Carson, who gets very aggressive, as he's used to doing. George there right for the trade. 60, his victim. Try to challenge, but Jeorge gets 2 more. 3 king on the round. They do take the site. Man, disadvantage in the post plant, and again, very light on util. They do manage to get a smoke off the ground. There might be more available to them to pick up, but I think they just want to tuck in.
Banana control is huge. Smoke goes up for that. Classy waiting for the comms from Shop. This is going to allow him to get back forward. Doesn't want to get locked out from his teammate. Molotov salvage.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. Time's starting to become a big issue here. Shop and Classia. Playing with the seconds on this clock. Into cool they go. Flashbang dodge. Nice kill on the first, but Classy snaps away now. Chop keeps him alive. And Chop, who else will seal the deal on this? Series point now found. Party Astronauts are 1 round away from leaving orbit, from heading to the strange and foreign planet known as Jönköping.
That was such a beautiful setup. I mean, Classia playing anti-flash there, manages to get 1, but it's Chop supporting to ensure that Classia doesn't get traded, and then there's a 2v1 where Chop doesn't even need the help of his teammate. He hits the last one, 25 and 11. Chop,
Insane. Insane.
I love it. I just love to see him get the success with all the hard work he's put in on it.
Lands the star. Oh, the trade is there. Classy can't see Carson, but echolocation. His teammates spray, and a 1-for-1 there. Maybe not exactly what Nouns were looking for. Still, Carson will go to the eye in the sky status, and they're taking it back towards B. Junior's got the op again. This time he's posted up on the half wall. Or on car, rather. This gives them a lot more of a chance to fight, to brawl, and that deep smoke gives them the warning that they need. Hey, Banana's closed for business. You want to take this, you're going to have to work for it. Chop, meanwhile. This guy is just being unreal. He's gaining ground, he's gaining space. He's up by the truck. Actually, a lot of ground being allowed them towards Arch. Jeorge trying to come back and clear this, but timing might be a little rough. He's just missed Bentley.
Oh, man.
He's just missed Bentley, but the bomb still has to go. They're setting up util. This could be such a problem. Crosshair on. They need to respond now. They need this kill or it's all over. Jeorge will deny them. The bomb at his feet. He's not willing to go, to let go of the dream of this ESL Challenger spot. It's left to Chop. This would be the most impressive round yet. This would be the most incredible moment yet. And damage, if he can find it, might just be enough. He's only got 10 seconds left to work. Spots the 1 and won't even get to pop off the shot. Well played from CJ, but it's Jeorge who's the hero of this. who's trying to go toe-to-toe with Chop on the other side. One more round. Do or die here. Can Party Astronauts close? It's going to be broken as well. This is the pause coming in because they've got to figure out what they can even afford.
I mean, you know, Jeorge and Chop are the two young guns, right, on each squad. And it's appropriate that they're the ones popping off in such a significant way. Jeorge really having to match Chop for every blow that he brings because of the fact that they're also down here. We've gone to the limit of 24 rounds here. The question is, do the Party Astronauts secure this one and head to Jönköping, or are we bound for overtime again for a third map in the close qualifier for Party Astronauts? And you know, Mike, in the previous ones, we felt like PA were making mistakes. You know, that's why they got to OT. Not this time. This has been a very much brawl between both squads.
I mean, this wasn't even a map that we expected them to necessarily be competitive on.
No.
Based on how it had gone last time. And no, there have been no major blunders, no major errors. We have battled every step of the way. The flashbang's lethal. And Lee's able to trade it, but yeah, he's low. Had to get that kill. Put him on notice.
Yeah.
Is Jeorge alone, though? They've gone light on the B site. PA are reading this. Nouns are loath to run out of numbers here. Jeorge is fishing with dynamite.
PA's
trying to catch it.
So often, like, I'm surprised that Nouns are leaning so heavily into A.
They're trusting the util game to slow this down. This is going to be the molly out. When does the rotation come in? Ben certainly can't risk this Molotov. The smokes are down. They'll wait it. They will wait it. Smoke back up. Flashbangs through. They got to go. They have to capitalize on this. Bentley down. Oh, second one found. The flashbang didn't land, but they do trade it. They give themselves a chance, and the rotations are not close at hand here for Nouns. Bomb will be down, but look at how many nades they've got. First nade to pop the smoke. It's a little bit too thick. Vision not clear. Still flashes, mollies, smokes. Everything you could possibly want for this 3-on-2 retake. And Classy and Chop, they've just got their guns. They've just got their guns, so they're going to stick to them. The first flashbang dodge. Chop. His vision is clear. The goal is in mind.
Time ticking away.
He's so close to this spot. He can taste it. Now they've got the crossfire set up. Swinging out goes Marky. Down he falls. It's all on to Junior. A 1-for-1.
Just has to
Junior's
run.
running out of time.
Yeah,
He's pulled off
they've
of
got it.
He's off the clock. There's no way. Party Astronauts are going to Sweden. Party Astronauts are going to Jönköping. They've booked their spot in an international land for the first time in nearly 2 years.
Wow, what a performance from PA, Chop in particular, but everyone came together.